But then I also look at the Bible as a universal book that everyone can use because it contains lots of knowledge. Just like the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, and other spiritual books that have a connecting rod amongst them. They lead us to mindfulness. The books I've seen, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, the Bible, the Sanskrit, the spiritual books that exist, I know one thing about them. They lead us to mindfulness. That's a thread that connects all of them. So there's no reason why we cannot pick a book that is leading a human being to mindfulness and look at it even if it doesn't belong to our faith. I understand that at times we are scared of the spirits that may be attached to those books that may come to us. May be attached to us. We may attract them to us. But we fail to understand that a human being has powers. A human being has energy. And unless you are so weak in a way that you can't control your own energy, that you will let a spirit of a book, a spirit, a common spirit that is found in a court or in a book, to be transferred into you. That's stupidity. That's weakness. That's unnecessary fear. You put that aside because there's a lot of information you are letting without absorbing which you need to from other spiritual books that can give you clues, a lot of clues about the life you ought to live. Every information that you need in this life is not found in one book. You will find it in the Quran. You will find it in the Bible. You will find it in the Sanskrit. You will find it in the Bhagavad Gita. You will even find them in some occultic books because, hey, even when you look in the books, in the canon of the Freemasons, you will find information inside that will save your life. Because they use the same information that we all use. Even in the canon of the Freemasons, they are using stuff that comes from here. They're using stuff that comes from the Bhagavad Gita. They're using stuff that comes from the Quran. They do not spare any book. They will read it. The Illuminatis will read any information that will help them gain knowledge. The Freemasons will read any information that will help them gain knowledge. The Christian will not. That's stupid. Yeah. Foolish. That's why you will be ruled your entire life. You will be ruled and ruled and ruled and ruled again. Because the intelligent are researching your own book and theirs and using it against you. And you are there saying you can't touch it because you want to protect yourself, and you are ruled. I know what they know because I research it. And then I know how to protect myself against them. I don't know everything they know, but I know I have clues about what they know because I know they know what I know. Stop being foolish. We live in a world today that is full of knowledge, and nothing can hide if you want to know. Christians are used to that ignorant thing. No, I don't have to touch that one because it's not mine. Muslims do the same thing. No, I don't want to touch the Bible or this one because it's not the word of God. And they get whipped. You get whipped because your ignorance puts you in a position where you can't defend yourself. Everything the Arabs are going through is because they cause it to themselves. The Christians, what they are going through, they cause it to themselves. Because, no, I have the Quran. I'm not going to. No, there is that one. There is a evil spirit in there. I'm not going to touch it. Get this right from Marlowe. Read anything that will increase your knowledge. Know your enemy before you can fight him. You're running around the world fighting and shooting and killing people, innocent people, because you don't understand the war you're fighting. If the Muslims and the Arabs understood the war they were fighting, they will not even step their foot in America to try to destroy any soul here, or go to France, or go to the United Kingdom, or go anywhere in the world to terrorize in the name of Islam. They will not even do it. If they understood the war they are fighting, if they understood the Quran, they will not do the nonsense they are doing right now. They don't understand it, and that's why they will go bomb a flesh. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. We wrestle not against flesh and blood. Christians need to know that. Muslims who believe in one God need to know that. If you are a Muslim listening to me, let me school you about your faith. You ought to know by now that we wrestle not against flesh and blood. You Muslim extremists, you terrorists who is fighting in the name of Allah, you ought to know by now that in this modern world we are living, we are not wrestling against flesh and blood. Don't go be tearing people's flesh. Those people who kill in France, there's none of your enemies in there. You didn't kill any of your enemy. You did not. America, those people you go to Syria and go kill, you didn't kill your enemy. You haven't even touched a single hair of any of your enemy. You kill human beings. You are wrestling against flesh and blood. Before we come there, let's go in the book of Matthew chapter 24 and see the moments we live in. I know you have your Quran with you. I know you have your Sanskrit. I know you have your Bhagavad Gita. Yes, put it aside. We will come to it. I want us to look something in the Bible first. Your Bhagavad Gita is an amazing book. Incredible information inside. I love reading it. I love applying everything in it. Just like I love reading the Bible, so is the Quran. But I want us to touch the Quran. If you don't, the Bible. If you don't have a Bible, listen to me. Matthew chapter 24. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and the disciples came to him to show him the building of the temple. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left a stone upon one another that shall not be thrown down. Hey. That's Daddy talking. That's Daddy. He said, take heed that there shall come a time that this building you see, this synagogue you see, that you think is the greatest thing in the world, there shall come a time, even a single stone, a single brick, a single block will not be left unthrown down. Jesus said he was watching at the temple. He was using it as an illustration to describe what was going to happen. If you go there today, Even a single brook is not there. He said, wipe down. Listen to what he said. And as he sat upon the mountain of Olives, and the disciples came unto him privately and saying, tell us when these things will be, and what shall be the signs of the end of the coming and of the end of the war. And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive thee. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet near. For nations shall rise against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginnings of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. They shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. You that is listening to me now. You who does not want to be a partaker of evil. You who wants just your life. Be with your family. Raise up your child. Be a man. Be a woman. Have a quite spiritual, sanctified life. You human that is created by the universal God. That's what you want. That's all you want. But you're not going to have it. Jesus is telling you that when that moment comes, here is what you will be seeing. This is what is going to happen. And then you will see, you will hear of wars. Rumors of wars. There will be famine. All these things will be happening. And you will have no peace. And then shall many be offended. And this will make so many people get mad, because they will get confused, they will get upset, they will get frustrated. They are stressed out. And when you are stressed out, something will happen. We know what is happening in our society today, in our homes. When we go to work, the amount of pressures. We come back home, the problems, the financial situations. We can't meet up with our bills, and we get offended. Jesus Christ was telling us in those days, say, and then shall many be offended and shall betray one another. You will see a husband will leave the house, go betray the wife. The wife will leave the husband, go betray the children, the employer, the employee, the doctors, the nurses. We see it all over the place, how we humans are betraying each other. Imagine a medical doctor who has sworn an oath to take care of the patient, to protect that patient who is vulnerable, is now using the patient to make money. That doctor has to keep the patient sick so that he can have a life. Many of us are victims of stuff like that. We have so many pharmacies, many doctors. Most of these health institutions, they have put illnesses in us and keep us sick so that they can have a life. Can you imagine? The lawyers who are supposed to protect us and the judges, The same. They have to take our children from us. They have to set confusion in our families so that we can come to them, so that they can make money on us. What about the pastors and the preachers? When you see everyone is on TV, everyone is online, everyone is trying to create a video about spirituality, saying one thing or the other, is to create popularity and to make money. At times they are doing it consciously, at times they are not even doing it consciously. Most of them cannot even risk their lives. Say, I'm going to tell the truth the way it's supposed to be so that souls will be free. No, they are going there with an intention, pretending as if they want to preach. They are looking for money. They say we will betray each other and shall hate one another. Those that will not obey, those that will not follow our principles, those that we cannot use, we will hate them. You see, many people don't like me because they can't control me. Most institutions, they don't like me because they can't put a control over me. So are so many people. If they can, they will even kill you if they can't control you. They will destroy your life when they get offended. Why do they get offended? Stresses. Brethren, this is not a joke. This is what Jesus was speaking of 2,000 years ago. We are living it today. It's not something far-fetched. It's not something, it's right there. You listening to me. The next person sitting to you may be your wife, your husband, your child, your boss is your own traitor. You know that. You know what? You don't trust him. You don't trust her. You know what I'm talking about. This is reality right here, right where you are sitting, listening. Turn and look at that person sitting. You don't trust that person. You don't know what that person can do the next minute. That can shock you to your bone. What Jesus said. You may look at it very superficially, but that is what Jesus was really saying, that there will come a time, this time that we're living, that the person you are sitting with right close to you right now, you can't trust the person because you don't know who that person is. And that creates an offense. It makes you it makes you want to protect yourself. It makes you become defensive. Because the experiences you've had with other people just put you in that defensive position. You don't know what will happen. Your humanity is taken away. That's the meaning. That's what Jesus was saying, brethren. There is no magic thing this man was explaining to us. He was telling us that this moment we are living, look at it. But you have to have an eye to see what he was saying and see it very clean and crisp. How can you see when you don't have enough time to sit down and meditate and have a clear head? You are working, you are busy figuring out how to pay your bills. That busyness takes you away from careful thought, mindful thinking. You are thinking about your religion, you are thinking about your faith, how to defend it instead of defending. What defends you, protects you and your fellow human being, and your life, your children, your wife, and everything you are in this life. Brethren, wake up. I need you to wake up. We live perilous moments where what Jesus was saying 2,000 years is right, sticking right in our eyes. See, if you can't take out the block in your eye, how could you take that out of another man's eye? How could you do that? You want to come preach to me when you haven't preached to yourself. You want to come save me when you can't save yourself. The leaders who call themselves leaders in America want to go save Syria when they can't save themselves. They haven't saved America. Americans are dying of hunger. They don't have medications. They don't have good food. Everywhere is polluted. They haven't saved America. They want to go save the world. That's stupid. We here in America, we need salvation. Our leaders should give us freedom. They should save us. They shall give us good food, good medication, good lifestyle. When we finish having that, then let us say the world needs help too. Not this thing I see going on and we are following them. It's a dance that is very stupid. It's a dance no intelligent human being wants to follow and dance it. Even animals don't dance this type of dance we are dancing. All of us who think we are intelligent, we are not, because if we were intelligent, we will not let fools lead us. They haven't led us anywhere. We see wars and guns and bombs and drones, and they are creating more. How could we believe that they are leading us to the right path? Jesus said, we will see that. Many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Say, when evil will abound, when evil will be everywhere. Everywhere. Iniquity, deception, lies, cheating, evil, killing. When it will fill the earth, the love of many will cut off. Cold. Wax cold. You know what that means? You don't understand. I'll take you back to Africa. When we talk of wax cold, in my tradition, and when the Bible talks of wax cold, an African knows what that means. Let me explain it to you. When a typical African wants to cook food, he fixes fire and put 3 stones. Put firewood on all the holes. Put a pot on top of it and cook. When he finished cooking, if the firewood has burned and the ashes and the charcoal and everything is burned, he eats his food. If it stays there, very slowly, that fire will keep dying down until it gets extinct. When it gets extinct, look at it. When there is no more fire, you come there. You will see wood ash. You're going to see 3 stones. You're going to see charcoal. But there is no fire. It has waxed cold. It looks like there is fire there because every element that shows that there's supposed to be fire there is there, but it's cold. You see, people have fake love. It shows as if there is love, there is no love. Because the love of many has waxed cold. It looks like there is love there. It's fake. There is firewood. We call it Nikiene in Mankon. Nikiene means where you cook your food, the 3 stones and the fire. When Nikiene shwene, it will look as if there is fire there, but there is no fire. Our love is like that. That's why Jesus said, he is using that analogy because in those days, we didn't have our stoves that we have now that we go put and light it. No. They cooked on fire. And when they finished, they watch how the fire will wax cold. So he used that analogy. The love of many has waxed cold. And when that fire is waxing cold, it's very slow. Slowly. It's invisible. That's how our love waxes cold. So you don't know that your love is waxing cold. You still think it's there. Look at the description. Your love has waxed cold. You think it's there. It's not there. It's gone a long, long time ago. The love for your brother, the love for your wife, the love for your children, the love for your family, the love for your community, the love for your for a fellow human being, the love for your neighbor, waxed cold a long, long time ago, and you thought it's there. He didn't just say your love was destroyed. No. He used a word that will explain how it disappears, and you will feel as if it's there. That's why when these Europeans, or whatever they call them, try to explain the Bible, I'm like, they are crazy. They have something here that needs to be taken out. You can't explain the language of another person or the culture of another person when you don't belong to that culture. It's impossible. It's like you're trying to tell me to explain the culture of Americans. Jesus said, the love of many will wax cold slowly. And when it wax cold die, you will not know you think it's there. You think you have love in your heart for a fellow human being. The way you can only know that you have a love or not is when you begin to test it again. And when you have anger in your heart, you don't have love. Trust me. Your love is corrected by that anger. Any angry person doesn't have love. So if you're listening to me and you're an angry person, you don't have love in your heart. You don't. Take it away. Walk with it. I was a victim of that nonsense. Work. You have work to do. Your love has worked cold terribly. That's why the anger is there. You are a compassionate person. The angrier you are, the more compassionate you are, the more kind and good you are by nature. That's one thing you need to know. That's why you are angrier, because you want to see things be in a way they are not in that way. And so it infuriates you and it replaces. So when you work on that, when you take that out, you will be amazed who you are. You will sit at times and look at the beauty of yourself. You will see that the devil cheated you for so long. And that's why we have to look into this.
Happiness is not purchasable with money. I know that we ought to be happier than the happiest person on earth today. We ought to be healthier than the healthiest person on earth today. And yet, we ought to be smarter than the smartest person on earth today. The gift of happiness is not purchasable with money. The path is through meditation, in which you can achieve freedom and get release from the burden of material pursuit. Practical self-healing from sickness, poverty, negative vibration, and suffering. My mission in this life is to confront evil. My job is to point a pervading light. We believe in one misconception and another. The needs and wants of man are steadily increasing by day. The scourge of daily unrest, the more he has, the more he wants. We are not born into this world to accumulate material wealth. What a waste of precious time and effort. There are better ways to do this, brethren. Practical self-healing from sickness, poverty, negative vibration, and suffering is the purpose of this call. Learn how to unlock negative childhood beliefs and curses holding you back from finding joy while living your dreams and visions. Enter into your own consciousness.
Meditation saved my life. Breaking the horse gave me strength and made my bone strong. is one of the most effective ways to keep your heart strong. Find peace, love, joy, happiness, abundant life, stability, and everything you ever desire in life. My soul and I has prepared a special package for you.